Hey, what's up, good people? Back in Studio C. Go ahead, if you're new, hit that like, subscribe, and the notification bell like you're prompted in your lower right-hand corner. If you've been with me for a while, you already know. Hit the like button and keep this going, okay? Let your friends and family know about your boy. All right, so I'm going to be going into the charts. We're going to be looking at crypto and seeing what crypto is doing as a whole. We're also going to be looking at a comment that was made and another price prediction that is quite high, good people. So we don't just get caught up in what's happening short term. Now, I did have my stop losses triggered, just like I told you guys at 110, and I'm glad I did because it saved me a lot of money. 95% of my dollar cost averaging that I've been doing since my last stop out was in profit, and I wanted to save my profit at the same time dollar cost averaging back in. So I was dollar cost averaging and I moved my stop losses up and they triggered. I realized they triggered Thursday of this week and some Friday. Okay, so I just wanted to mostly Thursday. All right, so let's give this a listen.
Interestingly enough, I'm seeing a lot more sport coats this year. That's why I put one on today, which I think is indicative of the big banks, retail, or the institutional players that are really starting to show up big here in the crypto space.
All right, more sport coats, fewer hoodies, it sounds like. Okay, so that is the at least attire vibe that we've seen a massive shift in here. As you know that more companies are moving to hold Bitcoin on their balance sheet too. We know that there are recent announcements that are probably knocking around and being talked about there on the ground as well. Trump Media raising $2.5 billion to buy Bitcoin. GameStop announcing their first Bitcoin purchase. How should retail investors think about these names and how is it being discussed there?
Yeah, it seems to be this race to reserve is still carrying forward. The announcements out of DJT and GameStop this morning clearly indicate that we're at a space where people are racing to put this on the balance sheet. And it's not just a Bitcoin play. You see groups, Ethereum and Solana, starting to capture the attention. This is a conversation, not just a theory that's happening in boardrooms across America. Michael Saylor's strategy has really proven this to be a solid practice. And it should be very interesting to see where we'll be towards the end of this year when we start getting earnings reports from this.
You know, one of our news heads here was talking earlier within the newsroom just about this premium that typically gets annexed to some of the companies when they add Bitcoin to their balance sheet. Why do you think that is?
Oh, I think any business that's in the Bitcoin space is also getting premiums right now. I just had the pleasure of having dinner and drinks with the president, the CEO of eToro here in the United States. So in general, with the hype and the expected price movements ahead, as we were talking about when I saw you last month, my target's 180,000 for this year. That's a huge growth in the balance sheet for these groups, and I think that's getting priced into their models.
You heard this gentleman's prediction. He said 180. So we have predictions of 180. That's the second prediction of 180. We had Bitcoin miners at 180 to 200K. And these miners are saying that could come this year, this fall, in spite of everything that's going on, tariff wars, everything, quantum computing threats, all of that. They're still saying 180 to 200. Me, I'm looking at 130, all right? But if something like that should happen, it'll be more than welcome. Larry, do you think the top is in? Nope. I think that we have higher highs, but we could revisit some local lows. And so let's take a look at what's going on here. We got a green day, believe it or not. So we had a lot going on. If you look at the week, it's going to be red. Let's just face it. It's going to be red. It may be red the hour. Look at that. The hour is green. The day is green. Now, remember on last week when the market was selling off and I said it was good for crypto pre-Bitcoin mining conference? This is exactly what I was talking about. So it took some of the steam out as Bitcoin was running up, and I didn't want Bitcoin to run up a lot before the conference because I believe we would have had a bigger fall off. This is what I believe in my research. So far, everything I've been looking at has been true. So look at this, good people. All right. So we could see for the week, Bitcoin is trying to fight at 104, -3% for the week, right? Ethereum has woken up and hasn't fallen as much, but you could see XRP is down by 5, almost 6%. Look at that, good people, right now, over the last 7 days, right? And then we got Solana down. Solana was down 10%, but now 9.32. So if Solana is down and Sui and those type of altcoins, look at that. Cardano down 7%. Sui down 9.5. Sui was down by 10%. So if these are down by this much, Chainlink down 8%. Look at that. Avalanche down 8%. And so you see what's happening with the altcoins, then that's a cool off. If you ask me, that's a sell off. Well, you know how it goes. If Bitcoin goes down by 5, this is just paraphrasing, then the altcoins are going down by 10 and the meme coins are just falling, free falling. All right, let's just take a look at the meme coins. I want you to notice first, most visited has totally changed. The only thing that's still in there is Pepe. Okay, some of these were red and now they're going green. So look at this over the last 7 days. Dogecoin down 13%, Pepe 13. You see what I'm saying? Bunk baby bunk down 20%. And the Fart coin finally ripped. It's down by 22%. Whiff down 21%. Let's just call that 22%. You could see all of this 20, 20, 20. And they all down double the amount that the alts are down, which is double the amount that Bitcoin is down. You guys know how this go. All right. And so should we be fearful? Let me show you guys this. I want you to look at this observation. Right. So we went right now. Some people are going to say that the Bitcoin conference has nothing to do with the price of crypto. I beg to differ. OK, because of the institutional money, because of these bills, because of what's going on with this presidency, because of what's going on with our lawmakers as it pertains to not just Bitcoin, but crypto laws, then it has a lot to do, right? And, you know, the data does not lie, good people. Look at this. So here we are this cycle, okay? This was this just past Bitcoin conference, right? From the day it started, let's look at this, right? From the day it started right here in 2024, you see Thursday, the 25th, July 2024. That's exactly when the Bitcoin conference started. See that? And then what? We had a sell-off, 16% on Bitcoin. See that? And now when we fast forward, okay, and we look at what's happening here right now, we had the same thing. Bitcoin conference, boom, started, boom, right here. So we had the run up and then boom, sell off, sell off, sell off, sell off. This is on the daily. So we expected that literally to the day, just like I warned you before I left for the Bitcoin conference. All right. So Larry, what does that mean? It all makes sense. Right. So we see same thing, run up. Let's just cancel that. Same thing with Ethereum. I'm on the daily. This is Ethereum. Day of, Ethereum peaked out and then what? Started to fall. It fell by 29% after last year's. Okay. Larry, are you saying that's what's going to happen now? No, I am not saying that we're going to have this same fall off right now, though, you know, it does rhyme. It does rhyme. As you could see here, Solana has been selling off. What about a meme? Let's look at a meme. Now I'm going to look at Pepe for a meme actually right now. So we had, again, this run up leading to the Bitcoin conference 2024. And then what happened? As a meme, it fell, what, 40%. But when you come to today, it hasn't fallen as much. You see here? So the memes fell, the alts fell, it fell then, it fell now, and Bitcoin. You see that? How it's starting to fall off. But there's always a big but in the room, good people. Let's see what happened after. Let's see what happened after the Bitcoin conference, good people. That's what is important. Let me get rid of this. Okay, and let's just use this tool right here. From the bottom, we literally ran up 94% on Bitcoin. This is the daily. We ran up 94%. Let me do that again for you. So from the sell-off post Bitcoin conference, we ran up what? 94%. Okay, so that's why, not just that, but everything I've looked at, I am not running from crypto. I don't think it's over. I don't think the top is in. I just think that this is a healthy correction. Now, we are leaving May and we're going into June, okay? And you know the saying, sell in May and go away. So I expect some volatility in crypto and in the stock market. Sell in May, go away. We'll talk about that more on Monday. But as it stands right now, I am still dollar cost averaging and I expect new highs in Bitcoin. I still expect alt season to actually get out of the gate and I expect the memes to run. Now, it is important for you to look and listen day by day of what's to come because anything could change, okay? Anything could change. So, and I want you guys to be alert of any news catalyst or anything like that that could actually change things. And that way we can start to readjust, all right? So it's very important for you to come back and listen to everything. Now, I had a interview with Grant Cardone. You'll see it. I'm not playing it. He's a lightning rod of controversy. And I wanted to ask him about some tax strategies, which I want you guys to hear at a later date, just that portion. He is selling a crypto, I believe. I only got a piece of it. So he's marrying Bitcoin with real estate. And he's selling, I don't know if he's going to go public, but he was there to sell that, right? For you to buy into his fund. Okay. I'm not buying into it. I'm not going to poo-poo on what he's got going on. We had his brother here and they are alpha males. Okay. Let's face it. He was downright arrogant. I can't even fake it. I'm trying to be political, all of this. But man, when I tell you guys what happened after I end that interview with his brother, let's just call it what it is. All right, good people. But I'm going to leave it right there. Make sure you check out Sunday's video. Please make sure you check out Sunday's video because I'm going to give a market update and crypto. And then I have an important message on Sunday's video that I really want you to hear and consider. All right. All right. I love you guys. Make sure you check out the links below if you want to learn and earn in crypto because there's plenty of time. Want you to take Stock Up You before the price goes up. Stock Up You. I have an entire class. I have an entire chapter on crypto, right? We'll see you tomorrow. Live, love, laugh, and learn. Back to these allergies, good people. Pray for your boy.